There are those among us who are guilty of expecting the government to give them handouts and not expect to work hard for anything. I say to them, the PNM believes in the old proverb, give a man a fish and you feed him now, but teach a man to fish and you feed him for life. The PNM gives you food for life. That is why the government has invested and continues to invest billions of dollars in youth, as our first speaker, Dr. Yimri Brown, reminded you. Your support should be no place else but with the PNM, the only party with a vision to take us as youth forward. When I first joined the PNM, and by extension the Youth League back in 2002, I didn't dream one day that I would be leading a constituency youth league right here in Diego Martin Central, and a few years subsequent to that be the vice chair of the PNM National Youth League. Youth see me every day and ask me, why should I join the PNM Youth League? What are its benefits? I say to them, benefits of this well-oiled PNM machine cross far over from the field of politics into aspects of human growth and development. In the PNM Youth League, you learn valuable lessons, real and metaphorical, that can be referred and applied throughout life. Not every youth member will become the next generation's ministers, councillors, senators, or even members of the party executive. But that is not and should not be the ultimate goal. Participating in youth work in the PNM creates shared enjoyment. It promotes a sense of accountability for oneself and others and builds social interaction skills. As a youth in the PNM, you add value to the lives of all young people, helping them develop lasting skills and attributes, and can particularly affect the lives of young people who are vulnerable or disadvantaged or most challenged by school. It helps to build confidence, provides excellent role models, and all we have to do is look at this stage and we see excellence, excellence, excellence in the form of role models. You are open to many new experiences and you feel that great sense of pride and that sense of belonging. The skills I have learned in the PNM and the tremendous and fulfilling youth work that has accompanied it has afforded me the opportunity to be appointed the chair of the upcoming Commonwealth Youth Forum and allowed me to be the first ever chair of the Youth Summit of the Organization of American States, or as you all may remember it, the Youth Summit of the Americas, that took place in this country in April. The hosting of such an auspicious event did not only showcase our country on an international stage, but it also showcased the bountiful skills of the young citizens. This Youth Summit showcased our young Trinbagonians who contributed very productively with their counterparts in the OAS, or as I should say, the Organization of American States, on the issues of human prosperity, environmental sustainability, and energy security. I wish to commend all the local young people who acted as ambassadors for change and contributed very affluently to the discussions. The overarching theme of this Youth Summit was entitled, Building an Alliance for 21st Century Youth, and that we did. The alliances built have been so great, my young brothers and sisters, that youth organizations in the region have already partnered with local youth organizations to take up theirs and our causes forward. For this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that was afforded to the youth of Trinidad and Tobago, I say a sincere and heartfelt thank you on behalf of all the youth of Trinidad and Tobago to the greatest and wisest political leader and Prime Minister the world over, the Honorable Patrick Manning. Just to touch on Vision 2020, my sisters and brothers, we as youth have to realize the dream of Vision 2020. With all due respect, Vision 2020 is not about the Honorable Patrick Manning. It is not about the Honorable Gary Hunt. It is not about any one of those people on the head table except me and all the youth of this country. We are the ones who have to take this Vision 20 forward. It's about the future generation. Vision 2020 gives us a renewed hope for a brighter future. In fact, at that very youth summit that I spoke about earlier, a lot of the social, political, economical, and national issues that came up for discussion have already been addressed and continues to be addressed in our Vision 2020. The opportunity for us as young people to contribute to the governance process of our country is here, and we are to embrace it and become part of it. Use Vision 2020 as a vehicle to take us to the first world status and beyond. Start to think of self-reliance. Start to think of yourselves. Start believing in yourselves and take charge of your destinies. Remember, this country is being transformed into a developed nation, and we as youth have to take it through this new century. As we work together like the sunlight in the rain, as the rainbow on the horizon, and that clean and new energy of the future, let us remember to ensure that we endeavor to always work together, being the change that we want to see. So my dear youth, my dear young sisters and brothers, we could all relate to a song by Mr. Vegas where she sings, one of the latest dancehall hits, he says, "Come catch the whining train." But we as youth ain't catching no whining train. We catching the PNM education train, a train that will take us down the path of local government reform, a train of constitutional reform, regional integration, and international governance. Join the Vision 2020 train. Great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and it shall prevail.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was this evening's youth speaker, Mr. Adrian Winters, Vice Chairman of the PNM National Youth League. Let's give him another warm applause this evening.
Wave it, do you think? When does it rock?
You're reminded that our public education meeting is streaming live on www.pnm.org.tt. Facebook Abroad. Live broadcast on Radio Tambrin, I-95.5, 91.1, Channel 4, and soon on CNMG. Welcome to our live audience once again. And as we continue very quickly with this evening's proceedings, we look to a video presentation entitled Towards Vision 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a historical expedition dating back to the formation of the People's National Movement in 1956. Our achievements over the years, its status on key deliverables, and the perspective for the future Trinidad and Tobago under the leadership of the distinguished Patrick Manning, Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, this production details some of the many project milestones and the extraordinary work of your political party for which we all are pleased. Put your hands together and let's take in a video production entitled Towards Vision 2020.
Today we're getting ready. We are getting ready to embrace a vision of a caring society with greater opportunities for all. As we work towards developed nation status, the PNM is mindful of our historical relationship with our supporters at the University of Woodford Square. For it is here that the beginnings of political teachings and discussions with our followers took root. On 19th July 1955, Woodford Square was officially christened the University of Woodford Square by Dr. Eric Williams.
It was January 24, 1956. The crowds had flocked to the University of Woodford